Hi, my name is Mitra. I'm a servant. I serve through teaching, coaching, consulting, or any other way that I can find to share what I know with those who want to know. And this Lights On podcast is one of those ways. It was created with consciousness and mindful living in heart. So join us as we travel through many roads of learning and transformation together. And if you enjoy our podcast, please give us feedback by rating us 5-star and share us with others if you think they may benefit from it. On behalf of my team, I thank you for your presence. This week's episode is about this character that lives within us, in many of us, called the perfectionist. And the more of an industrial and modern society you live in, and the more of a competing and exaggerated workplace you work in, the more chance of this character to be live and kicking within you. It comes from many places. It can come from our childhood. It can come from our place of work. It could come up from basically us not feeling good about ourselves, believe it or not. This session is not about where it comes from. The question is, what do I do with it? And the answer I always have for a question like that people say, how do I get rid of it? And my answer is that you can't. What you can do is to replace something unhealthy with something that is healthy or somehow healthy. And in this case, I speak about the disease of perfectionism, that we all believe that there is a flawless, perfect version of us out there. And as you know, even if you do feel perfect about something or about yourself, it's very momentarily, meaning in that moment it's true. And then you go and see your photos or look at your work that you've done or the article you have written or the person you had dated or anything that has got to do with the standards that we called perfect. Then you realize that maybe it was not as perfect as you thought it was. So perfectionism is an illusion. It does not exist. And if under that illusion, in that moment, we believe that it exists, it will not exist the next moment. So for an illusionary state and for at best a momentarily state that we're chasing, we're paying a high price. We glorify perfectionism and then we start chasing it and adding to the stress and anxiety of our lives. In this session, I speak about how we can replace our perfectionist character with a much healthier way of being. I hope you enjoy it. Let's take a listen together. Somebody somewhere told us that there is a perfect aspect of whoever you are. If you're a student, there's a perfect student that just studies and has an amazing life, works, plays, looks amazing, brings A's home, and everybody loves them. Somebody told us that. If you're a leader, I work a lot with leaders. Oh, there's this leader out there that everybody has heard about, but nobody has really met. But they exist. If you are a parent, if you're a spouse, if you're a sibling, if you're a child to parents, there are these people that exist that are perfect version of you. So how do we work with that? How do I work with that? And believe it or not, we are almost proud of it. So when I say to somebody, I say, you're a perfectionist, I say, yeah, I'm a bit of a perfectionist. Because it's a good thing. It's like, oh, yeah, my standards are very high. Perfectionism is a disease. It's not something to be proud of. It's truly a dis-ease. It causes lack of ease. It brings
lack of ease. And they say, as they say, and they rightly say that perfect is the enemy of good. I so was chasing the perfect that I let go of the good. So what do I do when I go there and I do it and it's not enough and I want to make it better and I want to make it better? And I worked with one of these TV series. They're creative writers. Their executive producer was my client, and he invited me to go and work with them. And they said it's truly, and it was a weekly program at that time, and they just have a deadline. They got to go, but they've had higher rating. They had win the whatever award, and now they had to keep up with that. And one of them said, Mitra, the obsession about perfectionism is so deep in me that when we are in writing season, I do not do anything else. I mean, that's a very unhealthy life. They said that they do not socialize. They almost have no relationship with their family members. They do not exercise. They eat badly. And they went on. And I said, and you think that's great? They said, yeah. That's why we won the award. I said, which award? They say, I mean, I don't watch TV, so I'm very illiterate in that word. They said like this and that, globe, whatever, golden this and silver that. And I said, okay. And then why did you want that award? Oh, we wanted to be the best. I said, oh, are you the best? They said, no. I said, then who cares what award I put on my shelf? If I can't sleep and I can't eat and I can't connect and I can't enjoy my life, do I really care about what award? Here, I bought one of them. It's not an award, but you could say it's an award. So you can buy one and put it there if that makes you happy. So what does that mean? What do I do, Mitra? What do I do? They asked. I said, go for my best. What can I do? What's the best I can do in this moment? Brings the human aspect of us into the consideration that we have in that moment. So I really want to do a good job, but my question is, what's the best I can do? And my best on a Saturday morning, and that's why I choose Saturdays, is much, much different than what I can do on Friday at 8 p.m. So I'm taking my humanhood into consideration when I want to do. And then my best allows me to do a much better job. And perfect doesn't exist, believe me. Perfect means there is no more room for any improvement, which means, as I said, might as well call it the day and call it the life. So whenever you find yourself, awareness, the 5 principles of mindfulness, when you bring your awareness and you realize you are in that perfectionism state that you were so proud of, ask yourself, what's the best I can do? I would like to go and help my friend and save them from wherever they are. But really in the state that I am, the best I can do is to send them a text. And then that allows me to go when I can drive and go and help them because I took care of my needs. Because 2 drowning people cannot save each other. Only a person who is out of the pool or water can help the drowning person. When I jump in with all of my limitations and my tiredness and lack of availability and want to save somebody, then I can't do it.
Hope this episode answered the question or two for you or provoked and inspired questions in you. I'm so grateful you showed up and listened up. Until the next time, be well and stay curious.